In the sleepy mountain villages of Tenerife, where winding roads cut through craggy cliffs and the sea glistens below in sapphire shades, a silence now looms heavier than the midday sun. That silence is broken only by whispers of a British teenager, a vanishing, and a growing suspicion that this is no ordinary disappearance. Jay Slater, a 19-year-old from Lancashire, arrived in Tenerife for a music festival. It was supposed to be a brief escape, 3 days of sun, sound, and celebration with friends. But within 72 hours of touching down, Jay had vanished without a trace. What began as a presumed case of a tourist gone missing has spiraled into something far more chilling. Now, with no sign of Jay after more than a week and searches proving fruitless, former British detective Peter Marsden has voiced what many had feared but few dared to say aloud: Jay Slater might not simply be missing. This could involve a third party. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The last known moments. The last confirmed sighting of Jay was early Monday morning in the remote hamlet of Masca, high in the Teno mountains. Locals describe it as a place forgotten by time. No buses run through it, and mobile signal is patchy at best. It's a postcard-perfect ghost town once the tourists leave, and a peculiar spot for a teenager to end up after a night out. According to reports, Jay left a party with 2 individuals he had just met. They offered him a lift, and Jay, perhaps trusting, perhaps intoxicated, accepted. He ended up at a remote Airbnb an hour's drive from the resort town of Los Cristianos, where his friends were staying. He called one of them the next morning, saying he was trying to walk back. His phone's final ping came at 8:50 a.m. in the mountains, after which all contact was lost. It was that call, and the decision to hike back across dangerous terrain in sandals with no water, that immediately raised alarm bells. Locals say even experienced hikers avoid the trail Jay was supposedly attempting. And now, the absence of footprints, clothing, or phone fragments has begun to sour hope into suspicion. Enter the ex-detective. Peter Marsden, a retired detective from the Greater Manchester Police with over 30 years of experience in missing persons cases, has been following the story closely from the UK. He isn't easily rattled by media frenzy or public speculation, but something about this case, he says, feels off. I've seen dozens of missing tourist cases, many with tragic endings, Marsden told a UK news outlet. But this one doesn't follow the usual patterns. The timeline, the location, and the behavior of people involved, it all points to the possibility that Jay didn't just get lost. There may be a third party involved. Marsden emphasizes that third-party involvement doesn't necessarily mean murder or abduction. It could include coercion, misdirection, or someone hindering search efforts. What we need to ask is, who had a motive to prevent Jay from returning safely? Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The men from the party. Police have questioned the 2 men Jay left the party with, both British nationals, reportedly with previous run-ins with the law. Though no charges have been filed and no foul play confirmed, their accounts are hazy and have changed slightly over time. One claimed Jay woke up early, said he was leaving to catch a bus, and then simply vanished. But there's no bus station nearby. The other said he offered Jay a ride back, but Jay declined, which friends say seems out of character. Why would a teenager in an unfamiliar location choose to hike through treacherous terrain instead of taking a ride? These inconsistencies need more than just a passing glance, Marsden said. The men's digital footprints, phone records, and movements should be scrutinized down to the minute. Because if Jay was disoriented or distressed, it's someone's responsibility to have helped him, not let him wander into the wild. The landscape of disappearance. Masca and its surrounding areas are as beautiful as they are unforgiving. The trails dip into ravines, past sheer cliffs, and offer few places to take shelter. Search and rescue teams, aided by dogs and drones, have swept the area daily. Heat detection technology has found nothing. Locals, too, have joined the effort. Rosa Alvarez, a hiking guide who knows every trail like her own garden, says she's never seen a case like this. There are only so many places a person can go here, she said. We've looked in all of them. If Jay were simply lost, she believes they would have found some sign by now, a piece of clothing, a footprint, even litter. But there's nothing. It's like he vanished into smoke. A web of theories. As with any high-profile disappearance, the internet has taken it upon itself to solve the mystery. Amateur sleuths pore over TikTok posts, Google Maps, and local news stories. Some claim Jay was trying to escape something, others whisper of a deeper plot: drugs, debts, or danger. But Marsden warns against letting social media drive the narrative. Armchair detectives can muddy the waters. What's needed is a methodical, boots-on-the-ground approach, led by people who understand criminal behavior and forensic evidence. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Still, he concedes that public pressure often pushes investigations forward, especially in cases involving foreign nationals in foreign jurisdictions. The Spanish police aren't used to the kind of scrutiny British media brings, he said. They'll need to be both careful and transparent if they want to maintain public trust. Families' plea and growing desperation. Jay's family has flown to Tenerife and established a base of operations. His mother, Debbie Slater, has made emotional pleas for information, describing her son as funny, kind, and full of energy. He wouldn't just run off, she said in one interview. Something isn't right. She has also criticized the slow pace of the investigation, claiming they were told to wait and see during the critical first 48 hours. We were left to do our own searching, she said. And we're not detectives, we're terrified parents. Meanwhile, friends who were with Jay on the trip have started crowdfunding to extend their stay and support ongoing searches. Their frustration is visible, their hope thinning. If there was a crime, if third-party involvement is confirmed, the case would shift from a missing persons inquiry to a criminal investigation, likely invoking international cooperation between Spanish and British authorities. Marsden believes the key lies in technology. Phones, CCTV, license plate recognition, social media activity. These tools often paint a picture that words don't. He also urges police to re-interview everyone from the party Jay attended and any workers or guests at the Airbnb. Someone knows more than they're saying. Secrets rarely stay buried forever. A name, a face, a mystery. Jay Slater's photo, grinning, carefree, forever 19, has become a symbol now. Of youth lost, of questions unanswered, of the uneasy overlap between paradise and peril. But Marsden's comments have added a new layer to the narrative, one that demands vigilance, not just hope. When someone disappears in such unusual circumstances, we must be open to every possibility, he said. Even the darkest ones. As the sun sets over the ravines and the echo of search dogs fades into the mountain wind, one question grows louder. Did Jay Slater vanish of his own will, or was someone there, unseen, who made sure he wouldn't return? Only time and truth will tell. Subscribe the channel to get such videos.